Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Let us now look at how pujas are performed for Pitru Devatas. There are different options available for doing these pujas. Some require more effort and time, and some require lesser effort and time. One needs to pick what is possible with sincerity. So basically, what Sanatana Dharma says is don't take a shortcut when it comes to the pujas for Pitru Devatas. Do what is possible for you. If it is absolutely impossible for you to take out that much time, then go for a second option. Only we know whether we are making the right choice sincerely or not. Okay, the first option and the most preferred one is to perform the whole process, which is the Pinda Pradhanam, the entire puja. You perform the homam, and the Brahmins are invited to home or the place where the puja is being performed, and they are offered food. After the Brahmins take the food and the whole process is complete, only then the doer and their family also takes lunch and the puja is completed. The second option is where all the items required for a Brahmin to have a fully satisfied elaborate meal are given as dhanam. What ingredients are allowed and not allowed, the pujaris would generally guide us. The Brahmin comes home or we meet the Brahmin at a specific place, and after the required sankalpam and mantras, and by providing the sankalpam to the Pitru Devatas in all the three realms, the offering is then given to the Brahmin. This is the second option, which requires slightly lesser effort and time. The third and final option, which is generally not preferred unless it is an emergency or a real time crunch situation which is unavoidable, is simply donate the equivalent amount of money to the Brahmin with a tambulam. This is generally the three different ways in which these pujas are performed, with different variations happening in different cultures and so on. These pujas also have a psychological impact on the person performing them. They start acting subconsciously and start reducing the pain of separation towards the loved one who has just passed away. Because this letting go and converting that pain into gratitude and acceptance is also important for that person's spiritual journey going forward. These rituals also become touch points for us to learn from the past. They remind us that everyone is mortal and we should use our limited time to lead a better life for our own spiritual journey. For all these reasons, these pujas were made absolutely mandatory in Sanatana Dharma. Now let us look at the important aspect. The pujaris will guide us through the puja, so they are the experts. That is not a challenge. But what is our attitude during these pujas? What should we be doing? Let us try to understand that. Firstly, the most important thing is to have absolute respect and sense of only good thoughts for the one who has passed away. See, in the physical dimension, we can use our body to move in a certain direction. But in a non-physical existence, which is of the Pitru Devata right now, there is no momentum. In Sanatana Dharma, the darshan of rishis has seen that at the moment of death, when a body leaves the Annamaya Kosha and the Manomaya Kosha, and the body moves on with the energy body to all these different lokas, at that time, the soul tends to move in a direction which is majorly governed by the last thought that that person had before dying. It is for this reason that a lot of sadhanas like continuous japas and pilgrimages and a lot of things have come into Sanatana Dharma to ensure that we are having a pleasant spiritual thought during those last moments. All the different vratas and upavasas, everything is a training for this moment. Okay, so now that soul, if it had a pleasant thought in a spiritual direction, it moves in that direction. Now, as people who are performing these pujas, we cannot guess what was the last thought of that person. However, We are now establishing a communication with them during the first 12 days, then every month, and then every year thereby. So, by keeping them in our pleasant thoughts, we are offering a small help to them to better their direction in case they were in certain distress. So, this goes a long way for them. Secondly, these karmas are called Shraddha karmas for a reason. In general, any puja in Sanatana Dharma, but more so for this puja, the Shraddha and attention is most required. What does that mean? It means devoting our time on the day every year with the best possible attention span. For example, if you're a working professional, then you can contemplate taking a leave, making sure that your family is available, your wife is available, your children are available, all the siblings, if possible, are available. Everyone treats this event as the highest priority to perform puja to the Pitru Devatas. All the other Devata Archanas, everything else is kept aside on that day. It could be a festival, you may be having a regular puja that you do on in home every day. Everything takes a backseat on this particular day. If few of us, after watching these videos, get the resolve to perform Pitru Karmas every year properly, then for us at Karishe, there is no bigger achievement. Om Sri Gurubhyo Namah. Thank you.